you reckon that's going to be?
Raf.
Right, we are now, Mick, we are now live on YouTube, kiddo. Just want to give you the heads up. Like I said, the live doesn't matter as long as we start film. I want to film the podcast in about 15 minutes. Wife's taking the dog out in about 10, 15 minutes, so I might just start it then. So the house is empty then. Scouser in Thailand, guess who's back?
You know who that is, don't you?
Wait, is that flipping? We're live, Mark, by the way. Hey, is that
Chris.
free? That's not Chris, is it?
Yeah.
Why have you changed your name? Chris, have you started a YouTube channel or something, mate?
Matty, he told you that last week.
I can't remember, mate. Flipping heck, lad.
Yeah,
A million people message me every
follow
week.
him, you fucking idiot.
Anyone want a pickled onion?
What?
Anyone want a pickled
Mark,
onion?
you got a plate of pickled onion. You want me eating them while filming the podcast, you monster?
Why?
Are you back to this shithole of work?
Yeah, he's back. Flipping heck, mate. Imagine being away for like 4 or 5 months and then being back to flipping Pooba or whatever.
Be depressing, wouldn't it?
3 months, why haven't you watched it, mate? I'm going to let you go. I got off this and watch some of it, mate. 100%.
Have you got comments
honestly,
on Riverside or have I got to open up YouTube?
Honestly, just on YouTube, mate. I don't think the chat comes through doing it this way. And yeah, Chris, I get about 1 million messages a week, mate. I have to blank loads, so I totally forgot. Yeah, I'll give you a little cheeky follow and watch after this.
When did you come back, Chris? Was it recently or last week or something? Because it's been bad, mate. The last couple of weeks, I'm telling you.
We'll talk about this on the podcast, but when Ramadan's over, it'll make a massive difference. Definitely, especially for the ones who work days, isn't it? It just throws off the whole dynamics of the taxis, doesn't it?
I don't know though, because the first 2 weeks of March were fine, and that was on.
It's never one reason, though, is it? That's a thing. It's never one reason, is it? You know what I mean? Could be a bit quieter this with the last 2 weeks because there's, well, for us anyway, there's no home games, no Liverpool games. It's the lull before Aintree. Do you know what I mean? People are probably saving up for Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, there's loads of reasons why it's quiet. Like, I can't lie, but
do you know what I mean? And also as well, if you think about it, it's never just one reason, is it? That's a thing. There's always. It's not just like you could not put it down to just one reason. It's a factor of many.
Yeah.
Morning, Andy. Still need to come get you on the podcast, mate. Talk about tax stuff.
I'm pretty sure you're not getting him on the podcast.
Lad, he's been avoiding me for weeks. I've asked him loads. Can't see Mick. I know he's just got the camera turned off for now before we go record. Come on, hurry up, Mick. Flipping Chris is dying to see your face here.
Have you got oh no. That's gone live today, isn't it?
We're live now.
No, I mean at Manchester.
Oh yeah, the barriers. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a sec. Yeah, Rafi's got his camera turned off for now. He's just doing naughty things off cam. He'll be back soon. I'm just gonna go live and start filming the podcast when Mark stopped chomping on him. Absolutely disgusting. What have you pickled eggs? They are the worst, then, mate. Are they the ones in vinegar, is it?
Silver skin, lovely.
Are they the ones in like a vinegar?
I haven't got my LFC hat on.
I like cockles, mate. Do you like cockles, Mark?
Oh, now.
I like cockles.
No. Almost done.
Yeah, there's no rush, mate. Like I said, the dog's leaving now, so I'm going to wait till the dog goes anyway. She's whining for her to go for a walk. You all right, Kev? Hey, what's your thoughts on that Liverpool FC today? Oh, Kev, don't start, lad. We're not bringing the footy chat here. I'm so excited to finally be able to call Matty, driver Matty.
Oh, yeah. For whatever reason, I wasn't in the
Why, Ralph?
I said you took them out. I said they're coming. This is customers that are coming back. So hopefully they're all right about it. But we've got a 40-minute wait. Like.
Oh, that was lovely.
Are we dropping it to 30k, Andy? Stop it. Oh, that means everyone then, isn't it? Is that fact, by the way? Do you know this for a fact? Trent's leaving. Or left. So many bad things said about Uber. My question is it possible to do 800 a week, working peak times 5 days a week?
What's happening at LFC today?
No, Cavalier. Do you reckon you could do that? Working the peak
Good.
times?
Peak time, yeah.
No, I done the peak time yesterday, and I done 120
3 hours in the
quid.
morning, 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, possibly 4. That's 7 hours. £20 an hour.
140.
Oh, I don't know.
Of course it is. I done it in dead hours.
No, he's saying
800 quid
he's
in
saying
peak
just
hours.
working the peak. I think he means just working the peak time. So like I done a split shift yesterday, and I done a morning rush, afternoon rush, and I done 120. So what's 120 times 5?
600.
That's
600.
only 600, isn't it?
God,
So you probably have to work a bit more than peak times, like a little bit more, a little bit after it.
The pickled onions have gone to my head. Oh.
What happens when you little balls of absolutely devil's balls, mate? That's disgusting. A year later,
Lovely.
mate. Yeah, virtually everyone. They have announced on the HMRC website. There you go, boys. We are all screwed by 2027.
What's that? I didn't hear that.
So I have to go to 30k. We're doing the 4 weekly update statement thing. 30k and above.
Cosmic.
Don't mind doing a big Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 12 hours each. Oh, you'd be fine, isn't it? You're 8 ton. But is 8 ton enough for you after your expenses? That's what you got to figure out. 800 quid sounds great, but it's not in your pocket, that. Morning, lads. Manchester Puber driver here. Only do exec, but really bad at the moment. 8 to 10 hours, maybe 5, 6 jobs, but always the same amount, 700, 800. Do you have Uber X turned off? And you only work Uber exec? And you do 5, 6 jobs within an 8 to 10 hour window, mate. You are the king of cherry picking. Respect to you. Jesus Christ.
Would you even
10 hour shift and doing 5 jobs?
The question is though, would you even get 5 or 6 jobs in 10 hours here in Liverpool on just exec only?
No, I see a couple a week. I know I don't work as much as full timers, but yeah. No, I reckon Manchester's bigger for exec, mate. Definitely. It's a bigger city, innit? Kerry, you going now? Have a good one. See you later. 1 second, close the door.
Hello.
But yeah, exec only. I'm going to do a working from home video in a few days. And I'm going to stay online at home with like certain stipulations and try and do my day's target completely from home, just as a little bit of banter. Right, where are we up to now? Do you want to make the start of the Al Poddy or what? You happy?
Yeah.
I think my sound's gone or you aren't talking. Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I just heard you. Mark?
Me? What? What?
Oh man, I can't cope with yous today. Yeah, I was just checking if he's ready, like, and then Mark just went.
No, I've just
Like that
because
Chris
I've
Kamara.
just loaded up my YouTube. You see, and you lot were talking about the questions. I'm just scrolling through them and see what everyone were talking about.
You're getting sacked again, Mark, are you?
Yeah, what?
Oh God, it's just going to be one of those days, isn't it? Right, listen. Welcome everyone to episode 44 of DM Podcast. We're with Mick and Mark. We're talking about general taxi, Uber, general news about trade and what we've been up to personally with work, stuff like that. We're talking about a lot of articles that's gone live on DM News, so make sure you go check that out. And also, there's a bit of private content gone live this week on the Patreon as well. So if you want to join the Fanbo and come over to the Patreon, the WhatsApp group is now live as well, back open. So if you come and join on the WhatsApp group or on the YouTube membership, you get in the WhatsApp group as well and join the community in that sense. The WhatsApp group may close in the future though. So if you're listening to this now, 6 months later, it might be closed because we've got to regulate it a little bit. But yeah, I think that's about it, guys. So as per usual, let's have a little start with. I'm gonna go Mark, try and get us focus, like a little Labrador, isn't he?
I'm
Mark,
always
you
focused.
ready?
I'm focused.
Right, Mark, what have you been up to today? Sugar plum.
Just bit of pooba. No privates today. Went out
Ooh.
at 5. Took about an hour and a half for me to get a £8 job. Finished off good though. Finished off good, but yeah, that's it. Nothing else.
What's your finish on?
I finished on for the first hour and a half. I did £8 something, and I finished on £71.
What?
£71.
So you're on £8 in the first hour and a half.
Yeah, and I did about 60. What was that? 63 in the last 3 out, 2.5.
It's crazy, isn't it? You don't know, right? That was a nice save, that.
And I
We've
turned a
talked
lot
about
down,
this,
I know.
haven't we? About the morning work hours is really, really reduced now, isn't it? Like the morning, super busy period in the morning's kind of gone short and short over the years.
Over the years, I used to come out at 5, and it used to be busy from day dot, from the very moment. Now it starts picking up around about 7, just after 7 o'clock now.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well, mate. But as we were talking about in the WhatsApp group the other day, is Ramadan will be affecting us, won't it? A lot of night drivers will be coming out on the days because of the religious stuff and all that. But the good news is, it's probably good news for the Muslims as well, because they're probably starving. Ramadan is over at the weekend, isn't it? And it's either Eid.
Yep.
I don't want to pronounce that incorrectly, guys. Sorry, Eid, is it? Is on the Sunday/Monday. And then it's back to normal, and hopefully Mother's Day, coming up to Easter, Good Friday, it's going to start rolling into the summer months, holidays, airports, it's going to start getting back. But it felt like this year, 2025, has probably been quite the slowest. It's had good spells, but it feels like quite the slowest start of the year for a few years, in my opinion. Especially with like privates and the way the general taxis have been as well. Do you know what I mean? How about yourself, Mick? You haven't been out today, have you? But have you felt that this year's been a little bit of a slow start compared to others, or how are you feeling about so far?
I wouldn't know. I'd say it's pretty much the same, to be totally honest.
Oh, yeah, do you reckon?
Yeah, it always starts slow, doesn't it? So I don't think you can judge it by it's slower or slow. Yeah, I don't think you can judge it by it's slower because it's always slow at this time of year. So it's hard to say whether it's slower. If I went back and dig through the numbers of what I've done last year, January to March, to this year, January to March, I bet you it matches, and it wouldn't surprise me. It
just feels slower because obviously it feels slower every year.
Yeah,
it's like everyone knows about it every year, don't they?
It still boils down to that thing of it might be the fact that there's more drivers coming onto the taxis now, more people are getting on the taxis. Do you know what I mean?
We've talked about the fast tracker badges and stuff, haven't we? Compared to people leaving in the past, haven't we? Because back in the day, all the badges used to bottleneck, didn't he? So like as new drivers were coming in, it was limited, it was slow, there was delays. So then as people left, the new people come in. It was a nice fine balance. But now a lot of councils, not mentioning no names today, we're going to try and have a W3 podcast. What's called some councils now have streamlined the process where then the balance is now off. More coming in and less it's leaving, isn't it? So yeah, it's an interesting few years, isn't it? Especially when the robo taxis come and stuff and they're all jobless. You know what I mean?
I'll
So
wait for that.
yeah, you're gonna buy one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think about it though, if you had the money, would you buy? If you had the money, would you buy a robo taxi? Because then you just go, get out to work, taxi, and then you sit at home then and do whatever. I guess that's how
If
it
you look
works.
at it
isn't You
like
just
that,
send the
then
robots out to
probably,
work.
yeah, money for nothing, chicks for free and all that lot, but I don't know. You know what I'm like, I can't sit still, so probably not.
You'd be awful. You'd be awful, mate. I'm like that on the PS, mate. While the robo taxi goes, Mick will be flipping flying planes or landing planes or telling planes to land. He'll be living his best life. And a little robo taxi will be just out grafting. Do you reckon we'll see it in our lifetime or what?
No.
I know Elon's come out. I mentioned that in 2027, they're going to start producing them. Did you see the expo we done a few months back? And they come out, there was no steering wheel in the car, just a screen. You know, with like those Waymo vehicles in America,
Yeah.
there's still a car, isn't there? But there's no driver. The ones that he produced, just a screen and seats, no steering wheel, nothing. It's just completely empty, and the car just drives itself.
It
I
doesn't
don't
need
know how it's
one,
going to
does it?
work.
At the end of the day,
What, sorry?
doesn't need one, so it'd be pointless making one with steering wheel, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it should. At the end of the day, really, it should have a manual overdrive, shouldn't it? So it should have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Imagine if it's just parked up on the road. Yeah, there's roadworks or something, or the police have stopped it. No one can jump in the car and just manually overdrive to move it up the way or to thingy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it is quite important the fact that it's got no steering wheel. Like.
It just looked weird and all, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Are you looking forward to Ramadan ending, Mark? For like, because you say it affects Sheffield quite so much, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you've noticed it affects it.
Because going back on how quiet it is, I think that ties in, especially for Sheffield, it ties in why March was so quiet, because it's obviously been the whole month of March, isn't it? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully get back to some normality. Whatever normality
You can go out and earn a bit of money when you go out. Yeah.
But then I probably won't be doing as many Ubers, because hopefully the airports will start picking up. So,
Well, as we all know, April, May. But just before the summer holidays, you have 2 months of like people going away, don't you? That's avoiding the summer holidays. Then you have the summer holidays, which is a lot of bus work. And then after the summer holidays, you have a couple of months then of like the cruise goers and the couples going away, don't you? It's like the same again, trying to avoid the summer holidays. So we've got a good 5 months, have we? Is it 6 months left of airports? You know what I mean? It's been a bit quiet in Liverpool because Liverpool, it's been an international football break. And it feels like the city is a lot busier when there's Liverpool football at home. Do you know what I mean? A lot of tourism. You know what I mean? It feels like it's a lot more bustling. But while the footy's away, it just feels a little bit quieter, doesn't it? Because Mick, you've had a rough start this week, haven't you?
Yeah, I've already done. I've given up though. I've come home because it's that quiet.
Looks like you give up now.
Yeah,
exactly.
If he lays any further back, you'd be seeing his feet like that.
I could go much further back. Trust me, I'm not.
Hey, do you know what? Defend Mick. We talked before we went live. He is suffering with hay fever. So even though it looks like he's been crying and he's fed up, it's because it's hay fever, not because he's crying and fed up. Yeah.
R.I.P. Mick then.
I can barely open my eyes.
Do you know what, right? Hey, just I sit back, Mick. Do you know what, though, right? I don't really suffer much of hay fever, but I suffer bad of allergies on the aspirin and stuff. And you say like it's a little bit dusty, whatever, it kills me. So the fact that you're getting it seasonally, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, mate.
It's horrible, mate, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly. I know some people who like really like crushing up Piriton and You know what I mean? Right through the summer. You know what I mean? Trying to survive because it's so bad. Like, honestly, it is rough. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But listen, let's break into the news a little bit, just to cover a few. We can either just bring it up and then we talk about it or not talk about it. But we've just been talking about robo taxis, right? Have you seen the electric air taxis coming to Manchester Airport? They're going to go to Leeds and Heathrow, and also they're going to launch in Heathrow, and they're going to take them into the city of London, right? And the electric powered air taxis, they look a little bit like a plane helicopter hybrid. They do go 200 mile an hour, and they say they can get you from Heathrow to London in like 8 minutes or something like that. But my question to you is, because obviously it's going to be a gimmick like the Concorde probably, but would you get in one? A 200 mile an hour electric flying taxi?
Why
Yeah.
not? Yeah,
You'd
why
have
not?
to- why not?
I don't know, sounds flipping terrifying, to be honest.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, there's a picture of it on DM News. Can you see that?
yeah, but it's basically it's just a plane.
Yeah, I was going to say it's just a plane.
Well, it's like a plane with loads of propellers. It looks like a helicopter on its side.
Yeah, no brainer. I'll do it.
You definitely
Well,
experience
yeah,
it,
200
wouldn't
mile an hour
Come on.
electric plane taxi.
you? Vroom. I'd love to fly one.
Oh, mate, imagine flying one. 200 mile an hour. Do you know how fast are helicopters? Like, how does it compare to a helicopter? Would it be similar speeds of a helicopter or?
Helicopters
they-
do
they
that
go
120,
around-
don't they?
I think top speeds around 180 knots, which it's not far. It's like 108. Yeah, it's not far off, to be fair.
Oh, yeah. Helicopter typically between 100 and 160 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little bit faster than a thingy, but it'd be like a massive. It's like a massive drone, isn't it? Straight to Heathrow. But yeah, they're actually starting trials and stuff in Manchester. I think that'd be quite interesting.
Why
They'll have to
Manchester?
affect what?
Why Manchester?
So biggest, isn't this like the biggest airport outside of London? Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So they're starting I think they're starting in London and obviously Manchester. Yeah, but
Yeah,
is it?
What are they going to use it in Manchester for? To get to London?
No, yeah, well, I think to London, but I think it depends on it depends on the range, doesn't it? But on the article it mentions going to Leeds and stuff. And don't forget, I think these little fellas can drop off in cities. So maybe they're on Manchester to Liverpool, stuff like that. Or Manchester to Liverpool Airport, shuttling staff. I don't know. Morning, Martin. How are we, kid? Right. Mick might know this because obviously he's a driving instructor to be. And Mark might know this because he's an ex-driving instructor. So, did you see the Wolverhampton car? Licensed Wolverhampton car with the plate on its back and everything, but with the red L plate.
Yeah.
So there's a learner spot. There's a Wolverhampton learner spotted, right? And everyone's gone mad over it because obviously they're taking a mix, saying bloody hell, they get the badge before they get the license and stuff like that. But yeah, what's the legality of that? I said I done a TikTok on it, and I said that with Liverpool, you can't take the plate off. The only people that can drive my vehicle now is licensed drivers. So like
Or
Mick could drive
mechanics.
my vehicle if he sorts the insurance out, but my wife can't and stuff like that. Is that the same in Sheffield, Mark?
Yep. The only people that can drive a private hire car taxi is a licensed driver or police, a mechanic, but a family member can't.
So if your missus or your kids wanted to learn to drive, could you take them in your taxi and put an L plate on?
No.
So it was illegal then. Yeah, there's the picture if you can see it. You see it?
Yep.
Yeah, he's just, like you say, he's just let his missus drive, hasn't
It's bad though, isn't it?
he?
Oh God! But honestly, got people defending him. People in the comments.
I think you should be able to. I think you should be able to use the car.
I wish I tried me. Do you know what, right? I tried. I even said I was even gonna like kind of blag it because I can say I was gonna try and blag it because I didn't do it. But yeah, what it was, my idea was to get both vehicles plated, right? At the time, I had the Lecky car. I think my wife had a no. Oh no, it was when I had the minibus. I was going to get myself a minibus, right? And I was going to get a car. I was get them both plated, right? And then I'll share them with the wife. So just say she goes to work, she'll take the vehicle that I'm not using for the day, type of vibe. And doesn't matter how I looked into it, you just couldn't do it. You can't have two insurance policies on the same vehicle.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So then when I phoned my insurance, who's Acorn, I phoned him up, went and can I get my wife insured in the vehicle privately? And he went, no, the council won't allow it, so we can't allow it.
Why
Do you know what I
though?
mean?
Why is it?
Because I'm pretty sure because it's a licensed vehicle, isn't it? So it's legally, technically,
The
their
thing is,
licensed vehicle.
right, I get it if, I don't know, say if my wife took the car up to drive and she thought, sorry, I'll pick some customers up, I'll put Uber on and start doing it. You're not better to do it because when the person gets in and say, I'm supposed to be a Mark, you're what? You're a woman. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Everything...
no, I don't mean working in it. I just mean
Yeah, I know
driving
that. I know that. But I just think a car's a car, isn't it? You should be able to get in that car.
Just
once it's insured, you put a name driver on it, and you can tell the insurance. Look, I know the insurance is specified. It's a taxi car, it's a private hire car. If I put my wife on it, you can say put it as like a normal insurance. Your name driver, but say she's not a taxi driver; she's a name driver. So the policy, the price of the insurance will probably go up, won't it? I just don't think why.
I don't think your insurance will let you.
That's
what I'm saying. You need to move with the time. How many people can afford 2, 3, 4 cars per household? There's 4 of you. There's 4 cars. Not many people.
I
do
see
that.
what you mean. I see what
do you know what I mean? So he might be going. I might be going out there earning a living, coming back. We haven't got another car. I don't want to drive that night, but we're going out. My wife jump in the car and just drive.
Yeah, I think you could. I think it should be possible. It should be able to happen. But I think it should be the case of if she's driving that car, everything tax related about the car, plate, thingy, all has to come off it.
Yeah.
All off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. So you can remove the plate and it becomes a civilian vehicle. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how I looked into it. I don't know if different councils are different, by the way, guys. So please don't say what I'm saying is fact. But with Liverpool, they just weren't having it. And even when I phone the insurance, they're like, that's not allowed. When it's a licensed vehicle, you cannot remove the plate unless you get an exemption.
Yep.
So even yourself personally, by the way, me driving a vehicle, if I'm going away for the weekend, right, I'm still not meant to remove the plate and me driving. The plate's not meant to be removed at all. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but Martin, you're saying if you're going to do it, take the plate off. You can't, mate, legally. We're not looking at Liverpool anyway. Hello, Mark. How are we, mate? Martin, in the same way, normal comp insurance policy doesn't offer third-party cover to drive PH on a domestic basis. Liverpool Council are getting rid of plates soon, apparently. I heard that, Mark. It's only a rumour at the moment, isn't it? But they're going for the TFL sticker, aren't they? Mate, I'm up for that all day. Have you heard about that?
No.
So you know we've got our big square plates on the license plate, but I think in London or other places they have a sticker in the rear window with the same information.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's like a TFL sticker and say this is licensed TFL, and you have one in your windscreen. So the rumour is Liverpool's might be going down the route of removing the plate off your rear because you don't need it. I've got all the information in my windscreen as well, all my numbers on the windscreen. I've got 2 stickers on the windscreen. I've got 1 on the back. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you need. There's a lot of stuff that we just don't need no more, do we?
No.
But yeah, it's half that, man.
A lot of people use that to identify a taxi, though, you know.
I know. Have you noticed they walk around and read the plate before they get in it, like on like Uber and stuff like that?
Yeah, but I think that's more registration. But if you're walking down or you see it pulled in further up the street and you look, and you're not looking at the reg at that point, you're just looking for the car, aren't you? And then you see the plate on the back of the that must be it up there. Do you know what I mean?
But don't forget, Mick, 10 years ago, mate, 8 years ago, all we'd look at is the magnets. No one uses them no more. They're very, very rare. People have them on no more.
No,
Do you know what I
but
mean? So now
can't
they're
see-
looking at the reg or the plate.
yeah,
So
but
it depends
you
how
can't
things
see
change.
the magnets from the rear, can you? So if you're looking at the back of a car,
Yeah. No, we get that. Well,
Do you
that's
have,
where
do you
they
have
say
out
is
in
they
front?
put it.
Do you have out in front of the car? On the
Yeah, now
windscreen?
windscreen.
What?
only on the Whittle.
No, we have them in the windscreen, don't we? Just not on the front grille. Oh, you want
Yeah.
about the front license plate, Mark?
No. In the windscreen, like what we've got like a little blue sticker, and it's got
Yeah, we've got that. Yeah,
it's got our number on it.
Yeah, we've got it. We've got like a square plate, quite a big square plate with our numbers on, and with our
Yeah, on the
driver
back.
information as well. What?
Yeah, on back. Yeah, we've
oh,
got
in the
that. We've got that.
windscreen.
Not on the windscreen.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. But also, you know what's fun? I got a bus lane ticket the other day from Warrington. Get them all the time. And when you email them and say I'm private hire, they squash the ticket because legally you can work in there. But what's actually quite fun fact is, like what Mick said with the Whittle, did you say, Mick? In Warrington, they have a front plate on the license plate as well as the back.
Yeah.
So they have a front on the license plate, a back on the license plate, and then you have the sticker as well in the window or whatever.
All right.
But their bus lane cameras, to see if it's private hire, looks for the front plate. So when it
Right.
hasn't got it, you get the fine. So then when you send over your thing, you're saying I'm a private hire, they squash the fine. Do you know what I mean? But that's what just give me the idea of the front and back plates. Same as well. There's a bus gate in Liverpool. I think it's the one in front of Lime Street, Mick, isn't it? And if you are exempt, so you don't have your back plate, you'll get a fine going through as well.
Yep.
And then you've got to fight it. And I've heard mixed about it. I've heard some they allow, and some people have said that they've had to pay the fine. You know what I mean? Because obviously when you're exempt, you can have the magnets, the plate, the stickers all off. It looks like a normal vehicle. So you get the fine through because it's meant to be for private hire only. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, working in America, they don't have plates or magnets. Yeah, mates, they don't have licenses either. I was actually speaking to an American about that the other day, and he'd have like DBS checks and stuff, but they're not licensed. They're not like private hire or nothing like that. Just normal people. Because when I've used Uber in America, I had people like smelling the weed and that on the way home from the factory, just giving me a lift, me and the family a lift. Must have been taking them on the way home. It was a mad experience, American Uber, mate. Honestly, it's why you hear all the horror stories. I think it's just normal day-to-day people just giving people lifts. It's mad.
It's like Uber Eats.
Yeah.
That's literally Uber Eats in America is literally for people. It's crazy, mate, honestly. Talking about America and the taxis and stuff. Have you heard about, I know obviously you're not a fan of Tesla's, Mick, and I know you're not a fan of Elon, but this I think is a bit naughty. A lot of drivers are getting 1 star in America if they drove a Tesla. Or obviously I know the Teslas getting destroyed, and so I seen a video of someone walking past the Tesla, hey, and put the fingers down the throat and threw up on the side of the Tesla as they walked past it. Like extreme. Because obviously what people don't realise is the Teslas record 24 hours sentry mode. Everything's going to get caught on camera if you don't damage a Tesla. Do you know what I mean? So all these videos are going online now and all the Tesla groups of like the damage and everything else. But yet drivers are actually getting 1 star. Uber drivers are getting 1 star because they're in a Tesla. Do you agree or disagree with that, Mick?
Saved you right for driving a Tesla.
No. I knew it, you know. You're a flipping scumbag, like there's people flying, you're getting destroyed.
I mean, I wouldn't do it personally, but
I bet you would.
honestly, no, it's bad, me. Imagine getting deactivated off Uber because Elon Musk, who owns 12% of Tesla, has peed at half their country off.
shouldn't
Do you know what I mean?
do a Hitler salute then, should he?
What?
Shouldn't have done a Hitler salute then, should he?
The thing is, it's not Barry's fault who lives in Texas who works Uber part-time, is it? That's what I'm trying to say.
No,
Do you know
but
what I
it's
mean?
not finding it funny.
Oh, you're horrible, you, Mick. Horrendous you are. Hopefully on the logic side of the podcast, what do you reckon, Mark?
Pathetic. That's all I've got to
It
say.
is, though, isn't it?
It is what it is, isn't it? Who gives a flying monkeys?
I don't agree with
Exactly.
it, but it's still funny. It's happening. Stop people buying Teslas.
It
Mate,
just
that's
shows you
the
what's
thing, yeah.
wrong with this world. People flipping doing that over what?
One
I don't
guy.
know what?
One guy being on autism, being on the L spectrum. Honestly, right, George, mad, right? Well, what people don't understand it, you reckon people's cars and stuff, right? But Elon's already sold that car. He's already got his money. He's not getting nothing from the second-hand market or people who own the car. And they're literally destroying just people's cars. Like the guy, honestly, I'll try and find the video. The guy that literally ballied up, put 2 fingers down his throat and threw up on the side of someone's Tesla as he was walking past it. That's
You'll
extreme.
probably find that
That is
person who
like
did that's got issues.
That is extreme. No, I watched a TikTok of Elon doing this. Now I'm gonna go and throw up on every car. What's going on? Oh God. Oh, Mickey getting slagged off now by dinner lady. What's that? Should have 0-star option for Teslas. Shut up, Martin. My insurance dropped by 1,100 quid. Why? Because you've been away for 3 months. So how's that worked? And dinner ladies put the only time I've ever seen Mickey happy is when when people are getting their car vandalised. Why are you happy about people getting cars
I'm not
vandalised? Mick?
happy. I'm just find it funny.
Yeah. Thanks for getting involved. Dinner ladies are Hackney, by the way. Are you still on the Hackneys, dinner lady? Because what's called used to always give me hassle. Dinner lady did because I used to use the term taxi. But technically, I should be using the term private hire. Is that right, dinner lady?
We're all taxi drivers.
Whoa! Mark, you are a private hire driver, mate. Jesus, lad, don't want to pee off the Hackneys.
And do you know what I also come as? A bush. I'm also a bush.
Why?
I don't know. Feel like being a bush today, so I'm a bush. I might be
You
a
can't
tree
be that.
tomorrow.
Oh, mate. Raf, are you still in here? Right, I've done an article on it anyway on DM News. Go check it out. So Raf, one of our members, he got we used the it when he got the 2-star review on Uber, like the feedback report, because the customer felt unsafe for the pickup location.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
You picked it. Why is that even an option on Uber, though?
What?
That makes you wonder why that's even an option on Uber.
Exactly.
Oh, that you can actually put that option in, unsafe pickup.
It must be there for them to say, select unsafe pickup. Do you know what I mean? So I blame Uber more than.
Oh, mate, you put like, yeah. Let me book an Uber for this road.
I'd understand if it was unsafe drop off.
Yeah, 100%, because you can get dropped off the hard shoulder or whatever.
Do you know what I mean? Or someone's just dropping off, like, just following the pin, and the pin's like, I don't know, right on the pedestrian crossing, for instance.
Yeah. Well, I said to Rafa, when can you remember? Did you pick up in like any serious places, or like was it sketchy, or he went no? He went, I can't remember anything that stood out to me about an unsafe place. So more than likely, it'll probably be a passenger trying to look again, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Because back in the day, you could look at your ratings, couldn't you? And go, oh, I'm doing good, me. I'm 4.9 or 5-star. Where now it's pointless because the amount of fake reviews we get is unreal.
Raf's probably pulled up on the left and they've had to run across the road to get in.
Yeah, probably
on the right side.
Yeah. I get you. I
know
get
what
you.
I
So
mean?
they've had to run off the road.
So instead of us like just following the road rules, you know what I mean? We'll pull up on the left and you come to me, rather than us crossing over into on-way traffic and pulling up and blocking the on-way traffic.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know from him. He's waved, so he's in it.
Yeah, that's in here. No, I asked him. When I done the article, and he said he can't remember. He can't remember any specific. Because don't forget, when you get the review for you, it could be from a day or two ago, couldn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like I've noticed, I've had like a pound tip like 2 weeks later. You know, like they've opened up the app again to book. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So imagine someone.
I always like to send me thanks for me tips, so I always go back at the end of the week.
So I find them all.
Sometimes, or at the end of the day, I'll see if I've had any, because sometimes it doesn't even notify you that you've had it.
Yeah, you say look back, but you only have one or two, innit? You don't get many tips on Uber, do you?
No,
Get a
it's not
couple,
all
like.
right, but I still like
Yeah.
to send me thanks.
No, I always do, mate, yeah. SK, driverless Ubers within 2 years in London, not looking good. Mate, I done a news article on it, because I heard about it, I've done the research. There's a company, you know the company in, can't remember, Waymo or something like that, the driverless cars in America. So what happened with those driverless cars in America, mate? They are like human and robots controlled, right? To a certain degree. So the robots control the sensors and there's human input with how they work. The ones that are coming into London in the next few years are complete AI cars. The cars learn and adapt themselves. There's no human interaction, what I read online. And that just sounds like an iRobot type of vibe, to be honest. You know what I mean? It literally, the cars that's coming to London, what they called? They call it like Weebo or Freebo or something like that, or something, Flea Flow or something. Bebo or Bebo. But yeah, the company out in London, mate, they've gone full AI, literally complete self-learning,
To talk
which
about
I think
driverless
is
cars, me personally, I just can't see how it can work.
honestly, mate.
It's too much going off on roads, isn't there? It's just
Yeah, honestly, I went to one the other day, and human beings were struggling with the road layout. You know, with the temporary traffic lights and the cones. Humans were struggling with it. Do you know what I mean?
where's that famous? Have you seen that famous video? It was done about 2 months ago, I think it was. It were a driverless car. It was a Tesla. We were going down the road, and a gentleman fell into the road, and the car's gone like that and had a head on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've seen
yeah.
that was a few weeks ago, that one.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah. So he missed the person, but the
he drove
AI
into the
couldn't.
car.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a driverless car going around Liverpool in the month of March with all the roadworks?
That's what I mean, mate. I went in the other day, mate, and it was flipping. It was carnage, mate.
Every road has nearly got a lane closure.
Oh yeah, Ben's just confirmed. Ben's down south, one of our members. I've seen a Wave. That's it. Wave AI car mapping in Watford. Honestly, it's flipping legit. It's coming, like. Yeah, that's it there. 29th of January, I posted on it. Fully AI-driven driverless cars. London
do-
Wave, the AI revolution.
I do
The
reckon
article's on
we will see it.
I reckon 100%. I reckon we'll see it. I reckon I'll be able to book a driverless car soon in my lifetime. I just don't think it'll be mainstream. I really, even in America now, the Waymo and all them, they're still a gimmick. When I go to America in December, I'm going to book one. I'm going to book a Waymo just for A, content, and B, experience. But yet there's still going to be a gimmick. Just say in 5 years time, you'll see driverless cars in London streets, right? It's still going to be 0.5% or 0.1% of cars on the road. It's going to be a gimmick for the next 20 years.
But
Do you know what I mean?
They won't move because if you've got a robot car driving down the road or trying to get out of the junction, and you've got 100 people driving along their own car, you're just not going to let them out, are you? It ain't going to happen.
No. There's a video of them in an alleyway once in America, and there's 4 Waymos in one line. Yeah, and the traffic was dead busy, nose to nose, and the AI car wouldn't pull out and cut the traffic up like humans would, and there was a traffic jam of them because they couldn't come out the traffic. Do you know what I mean? So
just imagine, right? Say Liverpool were playing, right, and then I don't know, you've booked a taxi. You'll be waiting for about 6 weeks, waiting for a taxi to turn up because the car won't get to you because of the traffic.
See the one where he was doing donuts in a car park? Did you see that one? He got in the driverless car.
Just kept going round, didn't it?
The car couldn't get out the car park, so he just done donuts for 10 minutes and he had to phone support like that going, the car's going on one. I don't know, I can see it, I could see it coming, but I just can't see it being like, when you watch like, what's that film with Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone? Demolition Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you're the seashells and you can't swear and you got the
And every time I
cars.
swore, I got a ticket.
Yeah, that's it. And you need a bog so you swear. Those cars, the futuristic cars and stuff, I reckon you'll see more of them. Do you know what I mean? But I just can't see it being like every car being driverless. I just think it's going to be. Do you know what I mean? We've got driverless robotic robots that hoover up your house. How long have they been going on for? And how many people have got one? Have you got one?
No.
Have you got a robot flipping Hoover? I haven't. I've got a General Hoover. I've got a Henry.
If I got one of them, my dog would munch it. It'd be dead in minutes.
That's my whole point. The technology's there. It's active now. It doesn't mean that everyone's going to jump on and get a robot taxi.
Yeah. It's an option.
Johnny Cabs from Total Recall. Exactly, Andy. Oh, God. I've seen a wave here. Yeah, I'm happy. Thank God for Trump and Elon. Stop the boats. Yeah, Danny. Yeah, Sam. Self-driving car will end up taking the tube route. Yeah, probably, mate. Turn left down the flipping train station route. Oh, mate, telling you.
I think that's killed Mick. You're right, Mick.
It was Matty's reaction because I read that comment before and thought the same thing. Yeah.
I'm not getting involved in stuff like that Nick, on the podcast. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Oh. Right, listen.
There you go, dinner lady. I'm happy over something else now.
Oh, God. Listen, this is serious, by the way. Breaking news. Everyone stop and concentrate. Now, all jokes aside, you know what happened to John Bradford? I thought this was a joke. Anyone watching now, can you please confirm? But John, one of the members, dropped off in Leeds Bradford Airport, and he had to go for the clean air zone in Bradford. And if you don't know, if you know, Bradford, the clean air zone, more or less all taxis have got to pay. He's in a diesel minibus, but I think all taxis got to pay. Other than electric cars, everyone's got to pay there. Quite strict. And he went through, and it's £7 he had to pay. And then he had to drop off at the airport, which is like another £6 or whatever. And he contacted Uber, and Uber said, no, we're not reimbursing you. The articles on DM News, all the information on DM News. But Uber said, no, we're not reimbursing you for the clean air charge due to policy changes. Now, myself personally, I don't know how it's affecting London. Please, if someone's in London, are they still reimbursing you for like the clean air zone and the low emission zones and stuff in London or Birmingham, stuff like that? But like, is that a joke or is that a joke? Because I'm guessing they never added the £7 onto the fare, did they?
The thing is, Leeds Bradford Airport isn't in the clean air zone. John come back through a different route through the clean air zone.
No, he went. He passed going to it. He just followed the sat nav going to it.
It was on the way back. He said, I don't know whether I'll get reimbursed because it'll be on the way back. Because it's on the way back that I come through it. It took me through a different route.
Which one are you on about though? Because he did say.
I know he's done two, but
that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure he got reimbursed for one, and he never got reimbursed for the other. Do you know what I mean? But they said on the Uber message.
Clean air zone.
Hey, maybe it's because of that, because the drop off, he could have physically drove around it. Because what they said on the actual message I've got on the article, it literally says, due to policy changes, we do not now reimburse clean air zones.
Yeah, that might be that. I mean,
you know what I mean? That's the only thing that's sparked the interest to it. If you drove through it afterwards, then you can kind of go, well, do you know what, for driving through it afterwards? But it was the message from Uber that got me.
I think the uproar would be a little bit bigger with Would Have Heard about it if that was the case, though, because London would be up in arms over that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So do you reckon it's just one of those Uber staff members didn't know what they were doing, just replied to him incorrectly? Possibly.
Yeah.
Right there. Sorry to hear about the difficulty you faced here. Clean air zone reimbursement policy has now been changed. Any of the past reimbursements that has been considered have been made in error. We do apologise for any inconvenience here. Appreciate your understanding. There's nothing else further we can do to assist you. We're closing this message. That's what they said.
Now, definitely, we would have heard about that.
Yeah. No, listen, I know you've got the in London. You've got two, haven't you? You got the clean air zone, and then you've got the congestion zone.
Yeah. You've got the ultra, the ultra zones are you've got to be electric car to go
No,
through.
no. So the ultra low emission zone is the clean air zone outside of London. So in London, they call it the ultra low emission zone, and outside of London, you call it the clean air zone, but it's the same thing. Then you got the congestion zone, which is more the traffic-based one.
Just
Oh yeah,
scrapping,
there you go.
like
Rafa's
scrapping
just
it.
said, saw it the next day on Facebook group, the same bullshit reply from Uber to another driver. So it possibly could be starting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
So
thing
I
is,
don't
right,
know.
if
I
they're
don't know if it's
changing their
happening. Maybe
policy,
some of
right?
the London lads might be able to comment. Well, sorry.
Thing is, right, if they're changing their policy, right, but we all know that Uber, when you accept the job, you put navigation and it directs you, doesn't it? What happens if they actually direct you through that? You don't know the area and they drive you through it. Do you get me?
So I mean, they've got to reimburse you because they definitely don't throw it on the fare
Because
because you've never threw it on the fare. Do you know what I mean?
if you because I've been caught, I've been on the exact road from him. I took someone to Leeds Bradford and I had managed to pick up, so I actually went that way and I got a ticket. I didn't even see it. I got a ticket, paid it. So what I do now is if I do that route again, I know not to go that way. But you just put in your sat nav, avoid tolls, it avoids it. But if Uber then
Adding miles
says
onto the journey, then
it does, but
Yeah.
then if Uber then puts a thing into their algorithm that you avoid all tolls, how are your guys going to get from A to B? Because you go through a lot of tolls, don't you? You go through tolls over the bridge and that lot. So if you're going from A to B and you in the quickest route or the shortest route is through that bridge or under that whatever tunnel, whatever it is you go for, but they bring in a policy and they turn around and say, right, you've got to avoid that, but then you go like 50 miles out your way.
oh my God, mate! If you were in the city centre of Liverpool and you go to Birkenhead, you'd have to go down probably 10 miles, 11 miles to the bridge, over the bridge, and then back up probably another 13, 14 mile.
Yep.
So I'd say what? 28-mile round trip for the 1 mile bridge. It is. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, yeah, with their Ben's replied. Thanks, Ben. Uber have never reimbursed London congestion charge, but they pay an extra £1.50 per trip that starts or finishes in the CC zone. Right, okay. ULEZ, most vehicles doing private hire in London do not pay ULEZ anyway. Fair. Congestion charge is £15. So if you go in, you try and do another 10 plus trips to cover the charge. Oh, crap. So if you go in the congestion zone on Uber, one fare, and then you get one job out, you pay the 15 quid, but you only got £1.50 off Uber.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Wow,
what he's saying is,
that's
I think
crap,
what he's
isn't it?
saying, you know, but what he's saying is the same as Sheffield. Us drivers, we don't get charged, but if you like a worker and you go in, you get charged. I think that's about 15 quid for vans and whatever. But if you can go in as many times as you want, I think that's what he's getting at. If you go in once, you get charged 15 quid, but they reimburse you by £1.50. But if you do 10 trips, you'll get all your money back. So so you only get charged. Basically, it's a £15 a day charge, isn't it? You
So
can go
what he's saying is, so Uber gives the fares a £1.50 surcharge for being within that zone.
per trip. Yeah. So if he did 10, he'd get his money back.
So you could benefit. So if you spent all day in that congestion zone, then Ben, you could clean up then, couldn't you? Getting £1.50 on every job,
Trip,
and you do 20, 30 jobs, so you're benefiting then, aren't you?
Yeah.
But the only issue is the negative. If you drop
you only
off
do
the
it
congestion
once.
zone,
If you do it once,
you get a follow-on job to like outside the border, and then you go home or you get other jobs elsewhere. Then you've been stung by 15 quid, haven't you?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a bit complicated, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Myself, I'll just avoid the congestion zone, mate. I think if it's busy enough, would you?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough scenario, that. Because obviously, if you're going from A to B, the passenger can't pay 15 quid, can he? It's not his fault that you need to pay the congestion zone. Yeah, mate, that's a bit naughty, that, you know.
It is tough, like, but I suppose they've done it the right way, haven't they? Anyone that's in there, you get charged 10% of the charge. Do you know what I mean? It's 10%, isn't it?
Yeah. You've done the right choice, I think, because you couldn't charge a customer 15 quid every job. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a counterbalance, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they charge the customer 15 quid every job, every London taxi driver would be in there paying £1 £15 charge and staying there.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Ben's, but if you do 20 jobs, you make extra, but the traffic is a
Traffic's a
nightmare.
nightmare.
Yeah, so you probably couldn't even do 20 jobs, could you? Because the traffic's that bad. Because I'm guessing the congestion zone is literally right in the centre of London, innit? It's not even the outskirts.
That's what I mean. So
You know what I mean?
as a driver, you probably just avoid it by all cost, wouldn't you? It's one of those areas that's going to be heavy with traffic anyway.
But you know what's mad though? The clean air zone gets charged to the customer. So why doesn't the congestion zone? So like if you're dropping off in Birmingham and the Birmingham charge you a clean air zone for dropping off, it's a one-off charge of 7-8 quid, isn't it?
No, but what Ben said makes sense now that they've to change their policy that they won't be paying it anymore. Because he's
And that's, do you reckon is that because of people just doing one job in Birmingham, saying getting 8 quid off the customer?
Well, I think
Possibly.
it's more of a case of like it move with the times now. If you're not in a clean air vehicle, get in one.
That's why they've changed. That could be why they've changed the policy to force your hand a bit more.
Could be another reason, yeah. But at the end of the day,
We're lucky.
you need.
We don't have a clean air zone.
It's a 68 plate
I reckon you will
diesel
eventually.
passes the clean air zone. My diesel, my minibus passed it. It only has to have AdBlue on it.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
No, the
Not
Ultra one
Bradford.
doesn't.
No, not Bradford either.
No, but
John's in a
one-
19 plate Vito, mate.
a Manchester one that's coming in Manchester Airport, it passed that one. It passed 90% of clean air zones.
Yeah, just Bradford it doesn't. But also, what's called it? The Manchester one's gone now, hasn't it? They've already come out and said that they've got an agreement now where they're going to more push for electric vehicle buses and stuff to reduce the rates, so they don't have to have a clean air
That's
zone.
definitely not going ahead because it's all.
I think it's been postponed again because Andy Bourbon or whatever his name is put a plan in and they've semi-accepted it now. So I think going forward, I think that's getting squashed now, Manchester. How are we live? You all right, mate?
So,
Do you know what I mean?
so John's just been unlucky in that one, in that particular thing, because every other one he would have went through, he's clean air anyway.
Yeah, but what happens if, obviously we're being selfish with that conversation, but what happens if you live in Leeds and you're an Uber driver and you get a job from Leeds to Bradford?
Drive round it.
No, I mean, what if you've got to drop them off in Bradford? Do you work in Bradford? Do you know what I mean? They don't do the £1.50 fare thing like they do the concession zone. Obviously, I'm guessing they can't charge every customer 8 quid to go in. So what are they going to do? Does the drivers going to have to take 8 quid a day on the head if they work in Bradford?
It might be just a day thing, though, isn't it? So if you do,
No, I think it is. You get 7. It's like the congestion card, 7 quid. They
must be.
I'm just going to look now.
it's £7 for the day, isn't it? So if you work around there, you do 10 jobs. It's like in London. They probably
They might have that, Matty, because his job didn't start or finish in there.
yeah.
So obviously, I've got no charges anyway.
You can do 20 jobs and gets 150 quid. £1.50 per job on top.
What's your Mark? You're in a hybrid, aren't you, Mark? What's your reg or Mick actually? You're in a settle car, aren't you? What's your reg, Mick?
Fucking hell, I forgot it then. MD73 FFL.
FFL. Because you're in a hybrid. Yeah, so you're fine for Bradford. It must be just all diesels now. So
Yeah,
hybrids
I
and
got done in
electric.
a diesel.
What?
I got done in my E-Class on that exact same road.
What's your E-Class reg? It's gone now, isn't it? What's your E-Class reg?
GU69 WF. G for golf, U for uniform, 69. W for Willie, F for finger, and T for tube.
Right. So that May was a definitely had blue in it. It was diesel. It was Euro 6.
Yep.
Really?
There you go.
Yeah, £7.
Every clean air zone every clean air zone outside of London, there's no charge except
Bradford.
Bradford. And Raf's just said clean air zone 100% cancels Manchester. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard, mate. I heard they've got a new plan now. So what the clean air zone is meant to reduce the emissions within this boundary, isn't it? That's the whole point of the clean air zone. Obviously, money as well. But that's the whole plan. So Andy come out and went, instead of making this clean air zone, can we just reduce the air pollution by this plan? And he accepted it. So I think he's changed a lot of buses to electric, maybe Hackneys for electric, stuff like that, to try and reduce the pollution of the city. And as long as you can reduce the pollution of the city, doesn't need a clean air zone, do you know what I mean?
Are they trying to make all Ubers down in London electric?
What's that?
Down in London, Ubers and that lot. Are they trying to make them all electric down there?
Yeah, I think they got to
Is there
be
a
now.
date? Because obviously every new Hackney's been put into London, it's got to be electric, isn't it?
Yeah, Uber aims to have all their vehicles in London be fully electric by the end of 2025.
But is that Uber or London? Is that Uber doing that? So they're doing it off their back. It's not London telling them. It's not a city can't say it must be like they have done with the Hackneys.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Uber wanting it.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just having a
So
look.
if they do it in London, it's eventually going to be everywhere, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, we're always just a few years behind, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do you know one thing that does me head in, though? Uber Green isn't even in Liverpool.
Well.
And it's not even in Manchester. It does me head in there.
Not in Liverpool either.
I know, because Uber Green is the same price as Uber X, but you guarantee an EV car. But if you look at an EV car, you're going to get a nice, new, decent driving car, aren't you? Guaranteed. Do you know what I mean? So if you're going to book a car, you're going to try Uber Green first, aren't you?
Yeah. I don't think they'd be able to do...
What?
I don't think they could ever do full electric in Sheffield. Because did you know, I'm not sure if you knew, but Sheffield was built on 7 hills. The electrics will be going...
7 hills? First I've heard.
Yeah. Surprisingly, it's built on 7 hills. Yeah, they're going uphill or you're going downhill?
No, I get you. Mark Fraser, the phonic alphabet, I can hear the rest. It'll be around. It'll be around new car sales being all electric by 2030. Yes, I think that's in the UK, that though, isn't it? To 2030, or did it get pushed? It was 25, it got pushed back to 2030. Yep. Best thing today has been seeing Nick laugh so much. Yeah, honestly, mate, he's not a miserable git all the time, just sometimes.
I was just thinking that to myself, am I that bad?
Do you know what I mean? Mick,
it does look like you want to smack someone all the time, though, mate.
He's a hard nut to crack out, Mick, isn't he? Raps has put, is Mark mad 7 hills, really?
Yeah. Did you know that?
Even by text, you can tell he's being sarcastic. Oh, God. So what have we here? Matty, London taxis are petrol range extended, i.e. hybrid. Oh, same as my thoughts now. TfL currently, since Jan 23, must be electric or hybrid. Oh, my God. So since January 2023, all vehicles must be electric or hybrid.
All right.
That's private hire, isn't it? Wait there. So how is our Uber? Our Uber's full electric. So I guess, can you be a diesel Uber driver then or what? Lad, don't be bringing footy in, lad. We just had made in the WhatsApp group.
You want to join that WhatsApp group, if you're a big footy fan.
Oh, God. Yeah, we had to move the WhatsApp group into a separate one for footy chat, haven't we?
Mark's fault.
What?
What? No, look at this. Now, the normal members only chat's got 2 messages. The footy chat's got 16. And you 2 are here. I don't know who's been chatting about that footy group, mate.
Raf's just as bad as us.
Listen, what are we in here? What time is it? An hour and 5 minutes. I've bit more of my subjects. Have you got anything else to talk about? What he's up to for the rest of the day?
I'm gonna have some lunch and then
What's new, mate?
Yeah, go for a few hours, wash my car, and then my daughter's gonna hoover my car out later.
Why is your daughter doing that?
To get her out of her pit. She's still in bed now, so.
Oh, so you're just gonna whipping in outside, girl. Get hoovering.
I'll pay her. I'll pay her.
How much you paying?
How much you charging, Isabel? How much you charging to hoover my car?
20 quid.
20 quid.
Full valid.
Did she say 20 quid? I told you, didn't I?
20 quid. Bloody hell, mate. Take it down to the corner, mate. To be back at 10. Full valid.
She does a good job, though, bless her.
Fair enough.
Want the
How about
outside
yourself,
to
Mick?
have as well.
What are you up to for the rest of the day, lad? Flying planes, landing planes?
Me? I'm going to have a game of darts.
You have a game of darts?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely, lovely.
Me,
I've got 2 privates this morning, so I'm already on 90 quid today. So I am going to focus on this crap podcast and
It's not
being
crap.
news and stuff like that. So
Shock
that's me
horror.
done for the day. What?
Shock horror.
What?
What's
Me,
new?
me always working. You listen, guys, right? Listen, we can do this while we're on the podcast. He's all
He's
called
got
me
to be
lazy,
the
right?
most deluded person I've ever known.
He is, isn't he?
Who, me?
He goes out and does a 2-hour shift. Oh, God, great stressful that. Oh, oh. Well, like, shut up.
He goes on about getting paid minimum wage. The amount of hours he puts in on this YouTube must be a penny a minute. Must be a penny an hour that he's paid.
You know what, though? It's all about progress and working towards building it, lad, innit? You know what I mean? You can't build a flipping empire if I'm flipping driving flipping Uber, can I?
Why not?
So,
Why not? You get paid more money, and money will make you do what you want.
time, no, innit? Time, I need time to work on it. Like I said, we're filming the podcast now, you two go away. And I've got a good few hours of flipping downloading, editing, and getting it all sorted. Do you know what I mean? I've got a list of news articles to write. Obviously, which I don't get paid for, but it still takes time. Do you know what I mean? I've got to do other bits and bobs. Got to pre-record some TikToks. I've got 2 YouTube videos I've got to try and sort out. Got to film all the graphics on that. It's all like, obviously, you're not getting physically like paid for it, but it's still, it still classes as work. Shut up, Andy. God's sake, man. Honestly, it's not how bad as a dark road set up in the new ground. It is carnage, Liver. It is carnage. Airport runs. Yeah, I've got a couple this week. Quite busy next week for Aintree. Getting better. Heathrow close. I didn't pay. But a few lads did. Rome wasn't built in a day, Matty. Thank you, Liver. Thank you. So what happens is, Liver, let me tell you a little story, lad. He sat down, yeah? Who's in here? 18 people. Let's all sit down and listen to a story to Uncle Matty, right? So I get called lazy because I'm not driving the cabs. But I'm still working on other bits that I'm currently trying to do and build. Okay? Look at Mick, but yeah, but all I'm trying to say, I don't get no credit for the stuff I do outside of driving the taxis, that's all. You just think I'm just at home playing the PS5. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. All right? So shut your flipping face. And Andy, shut up as well, lad. The accountants has put, can anyone hear those violins from Matty? Does anyone know a great, does anyone want to know a great accountants in Liverpool? Yeah, not Andy Mary. I'm only messing, Andy. He's a good accountant, really. But yeah, guess nice. Do you want to end it here now? Do you want to end it? You happy? We all good? Mick, go play some darts. Mark, go back to work. Not like you got anything else to do. And I'll catch you all later, guys. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. And obviously, follow on all the social medias, TikTok, Instagram. You can watch this on YouTube, Spotify, the score. Check out drivermatty.com. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you again to Mick and Mark and everyone who tuned in on the live as well. Thank you very much. See you soon.
Bye.
Love you back.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Right, it is done.